In this video, I'm going to show you how to become a complete master at websites, funnels, and chat widgets. This is one of the money-making gold mines of GoHighLevel. So please focus up because this is a high-ticket skill you need to know to get past 10K a month. Let's jump right in. So the first thing I want to do is just break down the differences between funnels and websites and even what the chat widget is and how it integrates, because I get a lot of questions on these three topics and they seem to be very kind of like disjointed, where if you could just pay attention in this video, I'm telling you, it will save you hours worth of time because they're all very interconnected. And if you can just understand the way they work together, it's game over. You'll literally make money faster and have less stress. So let's really jump in just to the differences and really what these are. So the first thing I want to explain is a funnel. So a funnel is just a path guiding people to one action like buying. Think ads, okay? Ads are heavily used with funnels because it's driving people to a very specific action, okay? Websites, on the other hand, are a place for people to learn more and explore, okay? It's a brochure of your business. Think SEO. It's built to rank. And again, these two can have overlap. You're starting to see this in 2025 and beyond, as funnels and websites are kind of blending into one, but they're very much different in nature. And I see a lot of people building funnels when they need to be building websites. And when a lot of people need to be building funnels, they're building websites. So that's something that definitely gets mixed up, but they're very different in that kind of way. But then you have chat widgets, and a chat widget is a tool for real-time chats, often AI powered, on websites and funnels. So think sales. So the chat widget gets added to both of these and it will just help your sales go up like crazy. Okay. It is something that goes on both. I want to make that abundantly clear. And a lot of people literally are not using chat widgets the right way. They put it on there to just think it's just this like customer support thing. But in reality, this can literally get you so many more sales if it's properly implemented on both funnels and websites. This is a funnel, okay? Very much designed towards one call to action. Here's the website. It's a little more intricate. It's got a lot more text and a lot more stuff on here because it's built to rank. And then a chat widget, if you didn't know, is this thing right here. It's on the website there, so you can click it and talk to it and have conversations, and it will chat back and forth with you and potentially sell your customers and do a lot of other things. So between these three, okay, you basically can have the all-in-one sales machine, which is really what you need. And in this video, I'm going to show you the ins and outs, okay, of funnels, how to set them up, how to kind of work with them, the ins and outs of websites, in case you understand websites, even SEO, and then more importantly, how to add a chat widget to both of these to just make your sales go crazy. Again, your clients most likely don't have this properly set up, and if they do, they will like you a lot more, which means they will most likely pay you more and more. Okay, so you're gonna come into your GoHighLevel dashboard and you're gonna go on down to sites. So first we're gonna walk through building funnels and websites, and then later on we will go into the chat widget because that's what you do last. And to be honest, the funnel builder and the website builder are very simple. There's just really two or three differences in the way you set these up that is different. So on both, to create them, you just click new funnel, okay, and you can pick from blank or from templates, which you can go over, which are pre-made websites, okay? If we come over here to websites, it is the same thing. You can start from blank, which is scratch, or you can start from templates and choose from a bunch of different templates. And anytime you create anything in here, it'll be right in here, all of your websites and all of your funnels. And you can click these three dots to edit them, clone them, which is move to a folder if you have a bunch of websites in one thing, upload to funnel templates. You can do the same thing with websites, which is just on agency view, it's templates, share. So you can actually share these with other agencies, other sub accounts. So it's like literally you could take one website and put it in another account. How cool is that? By just, 3 clicks, and then delete it. Obviously we'll delete it. And it's the exact same thing on both of these. So this is the difference between funnel and websites. And this is before I'm going to jump into the building part of it. I just want to show you this right here because this is where they differ. So when you click them, this will pop up for funnels. When you click websites, okay, this is what's going to pop up, and it's a little bit different. So in here, in a funnel, you have the ability to set up steps. So when someone buys from you, you can then send them to a webinar, okay? Or it could be send them to a thank you page, because when you're doing ads or tracking, it needs to understand, did someone submit? Did someone do this? So it has data so you can know where people went. So that's really the big difference between websites and funnels, is you just have this. And it just looks a little bit different. Other than that, it's pretty much the exact same thing, okay? And in funnels, you'll see right here, you can click products. This is where you're going product into your funnel. By the way, if you go into products and watch my full video on that, you literally just add them in here. You will click this, follow the price, the name, and it will literally put it all in. And then publishing is just making sure you have the step name right and the URL. Again, very, very similar. It's just this one difference is that the funnel has steps involved. And to do that, you just click add step, Okay, you put the name in, the path in, or you can import from HighLevel, or you can import from ClickFunnels, and then you create funnel step, and you can create as many of these as you want. So that's really the only difference. Now, you have these right here, these tabs, and they're exactly the same. So stats is just a place where you can see all the clicks, views, et cetera, et cetera. Sales, where if you have a product, it'll show you all of the people that bought right here. Security, this is adding advanced stuff, code to make your funnel or website more secure. Events, okay, this is if you're going to set up an event. A lot of this has to do with tracking and other stuff like that. And then settings, okay, which will be the same on both, okay, but I wanna walk you through this. So the first thing you have is the name. So this is just the name of the website. You can edit this as is. Next, you have domain. So we're gonna be going over this last because this is how you make a website live. You'll just pick the domain right here. The path, so this is the URL you're looking at. So, davidplumbingandsons.com/Dave's Plumbing. So you put that right there. The favicon, this is the little icon up on the tab you see, like it might have a little Amazon logo or your logo. So you're gonna wanna put that in if you want that. Head tracking code and body tracking code is for most likely be doing ads. This is where you put it. It's just understanding tracking and who's going what. Chat widget, okay, you can select a chat widget from here. We can also select it on the website. There's a lot of different ways we can do this, but I'll be going over that last, okay? So don't worry, but you just click this and it will then add said chat widget to the website. And then you have payment mode. This is just allowing payments, require a credit card. You can have that enabled. Image optimization, that just basically squeezes images to make it load faster. Optimized JavaScript, the same thing. It just makes it run faster. And then GDPR compliant, which is basically going through and making sure that it's compliant with the European Union, a bunch of other stuff. You can, research that if you want. But these, you can just leave them on and then you just click save, okay, or delete funnel. And guys, it's the same thing over here. So I just want to make that part clear because a lot of people are like, what's a funnel? What's a website? That's it. One has steps, the other doesn't. One, which is funnel, is meant to sell. Website is just meant to bring people there and kind of show them around. But again, you could blend them together. But that's really the only differences as far as setting them up. And again, just to be short, when you want to create these, you just click this right here and you pick either from scratch or templates. Funnel AI is not good enough right now, so we're not going to worry about that. By the way, if you have any questions or this is confusing at all, just drop a comment down below and I'll answer as fast as I can. So now that you understand all that, it's now time to actually go through and build the website or funnel and go through the builder. Okay, so you're going to click new website. By the way, this is exactly the same on both, same with the builder. So once you understand one, you understand both. So just understand that. So you can either start from blank, which is literally just white space, and you plug in all the elements, which I do not recommend doing, or you can choose from templates, okay, which is pre-made templates that are already built out that you can select. I mean, they have so many templates and they're already completely pre-made. I mean, you got all the categories you can want, whatever you want. So you can just click software and technology, boom, all the software stuff pops up. You want to do law firm, you click that, boom, all the law firm stuff pops up. So you pick whatever you want. You can even search for it, pick most popular, most recent, and find whatever you want. And if you like something and it looks interesting, you're like, oh, this looks cool. You can click this little eyeball, which is going to let you view it first. Because a lot of people want to see what it's like, but it's kind of cool. This is like a little mini one. But you can pick whatever you want and you can just click the eyeball and it's going to show you exactly what you want. You can put it in favorites if you want to use it later. But if you want to continue, you're just going to click continue. So what we're going to do is we're going to click continue. Okay. And now it's just going to add it automatically. Guys, HighLevel has made it so damn easy to do this. Back in the day, you had to build this shit or go through all this extensive stuff. They have a bunch of websites and funnels professionally made. You just have to pick one and then edit it. So this is what it's going to first look like. This is what the builder looks like. And don't get overwhelmed because I'm going to make this really easy and explain this to you and really go over everything. But this is the exact same as on the funnel builder. They're the same exact thing. But I really want to break down what you're going to be using because a lot of buttons here, but they mostly pertain to one or two things. So the first thing is most of what you're going to be doing is going to be in these 3 tabs. That's how to add stuff to the website, change it around, simple stuff like that. So most of it's going to be in there. Everything else is just mostly settings. Okay. And every single thing you put on here will have a extra bar down here, which is the extra settings on it. So say if you put in a paragraph, this would have all of the ways to change the font, to change the size, all of the little things, the color that have to do with the things you're putting on the page. So think of it's like it starts on the left hand right over here, put it right in the middle, and then you edit it further on the right. So again, I'm going to be going over all this. I'm just kind of breaking that down simply. And then up here is just extra settings that you'll play with once you're done. And then up in the right-hand corner is how you publish, save it. And then if you click the eyeball, view view it. Okay, so it's very, very simple like that, but that's really just the way it works. And again, and over here, you can turn it into mobile mode or desktop mode to see kind of how that works. And you have these undo and redo buttons right here, and then you can check revisions up here. And again, to publish it and save it, that would be saving your drafts like in a Word doc and then viewing it by clicking the eyeball. So you're going to be wanting to use those constantly, but I'm going to be going over these things up here last. I'm really going to focus in on this first and then move our way through, because I think this is the fastest way to learn. A lot of people are like, what is this button up here? What is this? What is that? And it's overwhelming, but I'm just going to show you the core things and what they do and then what everything else means. And then from there, you will be a pro. And then you can do this both on websites. And I mean, you can basically understand what's going on and build professional websites or funnels in a day. It's that simple. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be going over is elements. It's this plus. So click this because this is going to be the building blocks of your website. So the first thing I want to break down is sections. So sections are the rough building block of it. So if we put this right here, you'll see it's an entire section, and then we add rows. So if this all sounds confusing, let me break it down in one right here. See, if we hover over this, you see this purple, that is a global section. Within that, okay, you go down, you see a blue one. Okay, so that's making it a little bit smaller, which is a row. And then in here you have elements. So elements would be pictures, videos, text, graphics, clocks, whatever you want. That goes in it. But in order to have that, you have to have the overall building block. So just think of sections as building blocks. Okay, you have full, width, wide. And in order to build anything, you would have to put it in. Or if you come right in here, you can just click this plus and allow you to do it. So that's an easier way to do it. Okay. And then in all of those is rows. So how many columns do you want per row? And if you look down here, which I was talking about earlier, the blue, let's find it right here, is the rows. So it's rows. It's like 1, 2, 3. So in here, you have 2 elements within 1 row. But if you wanted to, you could add, say if we click add rows, we could add 3 columns, okay, within that, and then 3 elements in each or whatever you want. So just remember, this is the rough building block of how this. The thing is, guys, is once you have a template already set up, you don't really need to go super in depth. But once you have a template set up, you don't really have to be playing a lot with this because a lot of the stuff's already done. And then as you see right here, okay, you have these 2 things. So this is to move it around, this is to duplicate it, and then this is to delete it. And then over here is to move up and down, settings on it, and then make a global section, which we're getting to in a little bit. So we don't need this. We're going to click delete. And again, you can go through all this and just delete whatever you want. I don't want this. I don't want that. And then if you don't like that, you can just come up and click undo, and then you have it again. So that's really how the sections and rows work. Now, within every single one of these is elements. So these are the things you're going to be adding, okay? So you have text elements. So this is all things with text. You then have forms, which are like submit a form now. Full videos on other channels if you don't even know what that is. Blogs. And then you have blogs, okay? So written content, you can plug that in. You have media. So this is going to be images, videos, all that stuff is right here. Custom, so this is stuff with code, calendars, surveys, and all this stuff, countdown timers. It's kind of just a little widget. Any sort of other blocks like dividers and stuff like that. Social, which is just all your social media profiles. And then order elements, which is stuff where you can like order products and stuff. I'll go over these, but I just want to make sure you understand this is what's in elements. It just has all of the things that you're going to be building on said website. And again, you can just scroll down and look, oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. And you literally take it and you drag it and you drop it in and it's right there. It's literally that easy. You drag and you drop, okay? So that's how elements really work. But on every element is then extra settings. So watch this. If we take a headline and we put it in right here, you'll look over here and you have all of this other stuff on the right. This is all the other little details, okay? So again, this is naming it. This is the background color you want, as you see right here. This is opacity. So is it fading? Can you see through it? Okay, alignment. Do you want it to the side? Do you want it centered in the middle? Okay, font size. How big do you want said font? Okay, font weight. So this is how thick it is. Colors. Okay, you can add any sort of color to this. You can make it, red, pink, whatever as you see right down here. Okay, and then margin and padding is moving it around. And guys, what I want to convey to you is that this is basically the same for all the elements. Okay, you plug in an element, and then on the right-hand side, this little column here is all of the little details you can do with said element. It's very simple, okay? And I'm not going to go into every little thing on every element because there's so many random things and GoHighLevel add stuff all the time. But once you understand one of them, you understand the basic rubric of how this works because it's the same on everything. So this part is where a lot of people get confused. This is just adding buffers, okay? You see space, okay? You come here to margin, and that's basically, when we come up to margin, we put 40, it's pushing above said element. So think of it this way. Padding is in the element, so it's pushing within the element, and margin is outside of the element It's spacing. And all it's doing is putting space. And you can play with this however which way you want. You just play with the dial here or pick a number or type it in, and you have it on all four sides. That's why you can get the text to other sides of the page, or your image or your slider or whatever the beep you want. It's all right there. So again, this layout is basically for all elements. So you have animations too. I'll just go through this. This is just making stuff go like that. Ooh, look at that. Up, down. You have all these other little animations to do with said element, okay? And you have all kinds of ones you can play with. Again, I don't know what you want, but you just click them here and experiment with them or click clear. And then advanced, this is just extra stuff like having box shadowing, okay, text shadowing, any sort of border. So I'll show you right here what a border looks like, okay? It has a border. I don't know if you can see that. Let me add this border. Okay, we'll come in here, see border color. We'll make red, okay? And you see the border? I don't know if you see that. It has a border. You can make borders on anything. And guys, again, I'm going to reiterate myself because I think it's really important and we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. But all of this is the same on high level. There's all these little things you add just like that. And it's just in advanced, okay? Okay, so all of the text is exactly like that. And you just play with it how you want, okay? And by the way, if you're wondering any kind of tips on SEO and this stuff, I have a full masterclass that's completely free on my YouTube channel that goes over this. But that's how all the text works. And then you have buttons and forms. A button is exactly what you think it is, okay? It's a button. And you're starting to see it's the same exact layout as in text. So you can play with the color, you can play with the font size of said button, okay? You can do the weight, whatever you want. Animation, same thing. You can animate it, and then in advanced, borders, different things, and then you're good to go. One thing I want to show you right here, which is pretty cool, is this right here makes it visible on one. So if you don't want it to be seen on mobile mode, you could click this section or this thing right here, go to advanced and click this or click this, and it will not show up on mobile. Or if you don't want it to show up on desktop, let's say we don't want this image to show up, we can click this and it disappears. So that's a way to get stuff to appear or disappear on your website. So that's going to be for all of the elements, okay? And then in forms, this is very simple. You just put a form in here, you drag and drop, and you pick the form you want. So let's say we want form 2. Guys, by the way, if you don't understand forms, I have a full masterclass on my channel on this. I'm expecting you to know what that is. But you'll create them over there, and then you just click the form, and then you get this. So it's very simple. It just automatically puts it on your website. So make sure you watch this video if you're confused at all, okay? And then down here, we have blogs, okay? They're all pretty much the same. You just drop a blog in here, and it just pulls all of your blog posts and puts them on your page. If you do not understand blogs, again, channel, watch, media. Okay, this is images, okay, photo galleries, videos. So I'll show you how this works, and then we'll just quickly go through this. Guys, again, I'm breezing through this because it's the same for every single thing. You click an image, it's the same exact margin, text, border. It's all the same. Animations, it's the same thing for every single element. Once you understand for one, you understand for all, other than the little basic settings. So with images, this is how you work images. It's a link, okay? And if you click this right here, it's going to take you to the image library, and you can pick whatever you want. So if I go, I want this image, I click it, and boom, it's going to pop up right there. But the other way to do it is getting said link. So if we click these 3 dots, you can get link, okay? And this is how a lot of the stuff will work on the website. And you can just copy and paste said link in here. So we go like this, paste, and now that pops up. So that's the other way to do it. So again, all images, all of this stuff will be in the image library, which is this right here, which you can connect to your Google Drive or just click upload and upload all of your photos into it that simply. But you just pick what you want and then you are good to go. But if you don't have any images, I'm going to show you a little hack. If you come in here, you can actually come into Unsplash or Pixabay, and they have all these free photos. So we could just do flower, and boom, you have all these free photos you can play with. How cool is that? And you can go to Pixabay too, and you have the same thing, all of these free photos. You can literally type in anything, car, tree, house, and you just click it, insert media, and boom, you now have a flower. How cool is that? So GoHighLevel gives the ability to use all these free photos if you don't have photos. And again, to do that, you just come right in here, okay? And you would just click My Media and click one or the other and type in what you want and then click it. So it's very, very simple. That's how all the images work. And again, all of these other things are just playing with the size. So we do 300, okay? It's gonna size it down and up. Same rubric, same thing. Animations, advanced. It plays with the size, the color, the border, and how it pops up on the page, whether you want it visible or not. You just go through and you click it. It's the same thing across the board. So that's how images work, okay? So if we click this right here and then we go to video, video is a little different. Then in here, image slider, photo gallery, it's just a bunch of photos plugged in. So if we go right here, you do photo gallery, you just put the exact images you want in, clicking edit image, and you can now have a photo gallery in there. Simple as that, straightforward as that. That's really all you got to do. So once you understand the images, you basically understand all the other image things. Then in video, okay, so if you want to put a video here, we're going to click this, okay, and we have this right here, video type. So you have YouTube URL, so you can plug in a URL here. So you just come right here and paste your URL, whatever you're using, okay, and boom, right there is my free partnership. How cool is that? So you just pick whatever you want to put it in. If you don't want to use a URL, which is just copy and pasting the link, you could put a Vimeo, okay, and you could embed it, okay, that's just another platform like GoHighLevel Wistia, which is a paid platform. Okay, custom embed, HTML5, adding a bunch of stuff, or you could just do a hosted video, which is something you would upload into GoHighLevel, and you would just select the video, and that would be a video that you plug into GoHighLevel. So this is a video I had right here. Let's just see what happens. Let's plug it in to show you guys, and then boom, it's good to go. It's actually loaded, even though it doesn't look like that. It's just because I don't have a thumbnail there. If you actually view this live, it'll have the video and you can play it. But same thing as always, you have all these extra features, autoplay, auto pause, that just allows you to play videos or not, and you're pretty much good. And you can even generate leads from your video. So it's really cool. Again, same thing with advanced, border, sizing. It's the same rubric across the board. Okay, then we move into custom. This is just going to have custom code. If you want to add any code in here, you would slide this in just like this. You'll click this right here, you'll click this, and you paste your code right there. So that's if you want to add any code. Survey, if you have any surveys, I have full videos on my channel, you would click this right here, click the exact survey you want. It will then pop up on the page. So very simple, just like that. Then calendar, if you have any calendars, it's the same thing. You drop it right in here, you select the calendar, you click what you want, and the calendar now pops up on the page. Guys, HighLevel makes it so easy. Once you create it somewhere else, the website thing, you just click, 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 and you're done. A map, okay, so this is if you want to add something to Google Maps. You can click this right here. You can click open search box, and you can pick exactly what you want. So let's say we want to do Long Island City. Okay, we're going to leave that right there, and we're going to click yes, save, and then it should move it. I don't know why it's not, but then you pick exactly what you want, where you want the thing to show up. Advanced, same thing. You guys are starting to catch on because you are very smart, fast learners. SVGs, these are just basic files you can add. So like a clock, a picture, and you can just come right in here to open SVG editor. You can pick the exact colors you want, how you want that to look. By the way, SVGs are literally like cartoon images, and you can just upload them in here, and then you're good to go. I never really use those, so that's up to you. And then reviews, this is a lot of stuff that's reputation management. If you already have the review site set up, this is pretty cool. This will just pull in all of reviews. If you haven't seen my reputation management videos, watch this, because it's going to take all of the reviews that come in and just pre-populate them in here, listed out. So that can be very, very handy. Okay. Then we come down here, you have countdown timers. So these are just timers that you can do basic countdowns on. Okay. Let me show you, because this is like that. Okay. And it will just set a timer, like 50 seconds until you buy our product, or, you know, whatever you want. Same thing. They're all over here. Blocks. Okay. These are just basic stuff like dividers and simple stuff like that. If we make it red, you'll see right here, it's just a line. Same thing, advanced animations. You can play with the customization side of things. Okay. Social icons. This is how you add social icons to said website. They're all like this. You come right in here, you put them down. You go, oh, I want someone's Facebook. You literally put the URL in, you click update, and now you have a Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever you want. You just plug it in just like that. So that's how you add the social icons. And then down here, you have the order elements. Okay, this is just if you want to buy stuff. So you drop this right in here. You put in exactly what you want. You put in the exact product you want. I recommend you leave that on funnels, but then you're done and you're good to go. So I wanted to let you know, I did go through this extremely fast. The reason being is they all have the same building block. And I know I've probably said that 40 times on this video, but it's so important, because a lot of people are like, how does this work? How does this work? It's all the same exact rubric, except for a couple different basic settings. So again, you go into elements when you want to add stuff to your website, you pull it from the left side, and then in the right side right here, this is where you edit it further. So again, left is to create, right is to edit. Simple as that, and you are good to go. So that is all of the elements. That's how it works. Again, you can search for it, drag and drop, you know what to do, and then you are good to go. So once you understand these three and how the right-hand side works, you can pretty much build anything on the web page. Now, all of this other stuff I'm about to go over is just settings on those three things. Okay, so every page won't be like this page, but if you make stuff a global section, and the way you do this is you'll click it right here, and you can come right up here and click this up here in the right-hand corner, make a global section, and it will make whatever you want a global section. The header is a global section. It stays the exact same across every web page, and when you edit it in one place, it edits across all. Same with the footer. By the way, if you don't know anything about websites, every website has a header and a footer, and those are global. That way, when you change one thing down here, it changes across the board. But you can make whatever you want global. And again, to do that, you just click that right up there, this button right here. And okay, if you can't see it because my face is in the way, it is just the little square with a little like machine looking thing. But that's how you do that. Very simple. And that's how you make anything global. And you can delete them right here, edit them right here. But that way, you don't have to go across if you want to keep, let's say, a review widget on every single page. You just make it global and it will then stay across the board, and you edit it one place, it edits across all. So that's what global sections are. You come right in here, you click this right here, and you edit or delete. Okay. Section templates. Okay. This is how you add a template into a section if you have these already pre-built out. Okay. If you don't, I have other videos on that, but we'll check that out. Widget marketplace. This is if you were adding anything to your website, like other random things. You would just click install, drag and drop. Okay. Store. I have full videos on this, but you can turn any website on GoHighLevel into an e-commerce platform by literally clicking add to site. Check this out. Like, it's insane. It will just make this an e-commerce store. Like, try that, Fly. You just click it and then all of a sudden it has a store. So it's awesome. But that is how you would add an e-commerce element to this. As you see right here, it literally pops this up right here. So you now have the store side of things. You even have the shopping cart. And again, I have a full video going in depth on e-commerce because it's its own beast. But that's the basics of it. Then over here, you have pre-built sections. This is amazing. HIGHLEVEL recently added this. This will save you a ton of time. If you don't like something on the page, you can come anywhere in here to call to action, to FAQs, to footer, whatever you want. And they have entire sections pre-made out. So say we wanted an about, we can literally take this and drop it right here. And check this out. It's now a completely pre-made section that looks nice, really cool, and it's already there. So this is great if you're building blank websites, but this is actually a feature that I really like HIGHLEVEL did because WordPress and a lot of other website builders had it. And once they added it, they actually did a really good job on it. So it's huge to save you time. So again, if you don't like a part of the website, you can come right in here, whatever you want, and you can just drag and drop one of these bad boys and make it look awesome. So again, like, this is pretty cool looking. Like that's pretty nice. Like, it's done. The work is done. It's just another thing HIGHLEVEL did to save you a ton of time. So that's if you want to add any of that. Okay, buttons. I don't really understand why they have this because you can just add this in elements. I don't get it. Okay, but we're going to come back here. So that's if you want to add buttons. Social media icons. Same thing as we did before, but you can access it through here. Drag and drop, just like I showed you. Countdown timers. Same thing in elements. You have access to in elements. Images. Same thing with that. And then progress bar is the same thing that's in elements too. I really don't understand why they have it right here because you can access all of this in elements as well. I guess it's just a quicker way to do it. But that's it. So that's what this entire bar means. So if you're confused at all, again, rewatch this video. But a quick recap. You'll come in here. You'll take what you want from the left-hand side. You'll drag and drop on the page right here, just like that. And then you'll come to the right-hand side to edit it further. So that's just the flow. That's how it works. Everything high level. It's so simple when you think of it this way. A lot of people go through every button, everything does, and it just confuses you. I like to make things simple. That's what the GHO wizard does. He likes to make things simple. And the simple way is that create from the left, put in the middle, edit on the right. That's it. Just remember those words and you will be a website pro overnight because it will simplify everything. So now that you understand all the elements, let's go over this top bar here because this has to do with all of this stuff. It's the fine little settings. So the first thing is layers. So all this is a way to find specific things if you can't find it on the page. So we go right here and we click this right here. It's now going to highlight this exact column, or we come down here to our story and we click this right here. It is now going to go down, as you see, and it's highlighting it. And you go and you click this, it will then go in and highlight that exact thing on the bottom part of the page. So layers is just a way to find stuff on the page easier. Pages. This is all of the pages that you have on a website, and you can just click it right here. And it's an easy way to access it. Just to show you what a lot of people do is they come out here. This is a good thing HIGHLEVEL did because they used to not have this. You could come out here and you go, okay, I want to access this page now. And I want to access this page. And it's like, what are you doing? That's wasting so much time. You can just come right in here to pages and find the exact page you want and click it, and it will take you there, and then you can start editing it. So if your website has a lot of pages, whenever you want to switch, you will click pages up here, and you will switch said page. That way you can edit every page from one thing, and you don't have to come back here and click edit, new tab, edit, new tab. You can do it all right here through. So pages going to be your best friend because that's how you access all of it. And if you have ecom, it'll be right down there. Then you have tracking code. So this is specifically for ads, or if you're doing stuff with schema markup and SEO, you will put header tracking code here and footer tracking here, and you just copy and paste the code in and you done. So that's how that works. So then we have custom CSS. So if you don't know what CSS is, it is the design side of websites. So HTML, the code, is basically how the website is structured. So the text, the images, the stuff, this is what makes it look designed. So animations, flashing colors, that's what CSS is. So if you want to customize your website further, you can add this in. And if you want some practice, you can go to ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, whatever you use, and you can ask for custom CSS to add to your website to play with this and see how it works. That way you can play around with it and get practice. Okay, then we have typography. So this is the global fonts across the board. So if you want all of the fonts to then be BA bangers, it's going to change the fonts across the board for all headlines. Same with the content, which is a smaller. You can pick in the exact kind of font you want across the board. Then you can pick the exact color you want said font, the exact link color. And then you can just click publish, and it will go across the board and change it. So again, in typography, this is where you change the global side of things. So backgrounds. So this is pretty cool. On all of the backgrounds, you basically have both an image or a color. So like right here, this is the background, okay? We're gonna change it to red. Now, all of the backgrounds on this entire page will be red. It's just the default background, or orange, pink, whatever you want. Or you can add an image to said background. So let's put my beautiful face in and let's see what happens. So boom, look at that. You can literally see me in 4K, and you can do a parallax, which is this, it's moving with the screen, or you can do no repeat, which just keeps it fixed, and you pick what you want. So again, that's going to be the background image and color across the pages globally, okay? Pop-up settings. A pop-up is what it looks like. It's when you go on the website and then something pops up. It's like, hey, 15% off if you click this link. This is where you'll access all of that. You will just click pop-up settings. You'll come over here. You'll configure it the way you want. You can add a form in just like this. So we'll do lead form, okay? And the form will pop up just like that. And then again, you edit on the right-hand side how you want it to look. And then you click save. And then this pop-up is going to pop up whenever you want it to. Okay, so I think this is good for stuff with sales. A lot of people use pop-ups. A lot of people that I talk to are very confused where these come from. They're like, what is this thing popping up? It will be found right here, and you can turn it on and off through here. So this is where you edit all of the pop-up. Just to let you know, if you want the pop-up not to show up, you just click none and it's not going to show up. Or you can click on when they're about to exit a page, or some sort of delay when they get there. Okay, so how many seconds? So that's how you create said pop-up. And if you don't want a pop-up, you can just click this right here, scroll right down and click disable pop-up. And this is going to not let the pop-up come up at all. Because a lot of people are like, what is this thing? This is where you'll turn it off, okay? And then again, you can basically have it pop up where on the page, small, big, and you can have it pop up on the exit or at a delay once they get there. So that's how you do it. And again, you put it in here and you edit it on the right-hand side. So that's pop-up. SEO metadata. So this is for SEO purposes. So the metadata is how you get proper pages indexed and ranking. So what I want to show you is all of this stuff, okay, this title, description, all this looks like this, okay? So I just want to show you because a lot of people are confused. The title right here is going to be this thing right here, okay? The description is going to be this thing right here, okay? And if you come in here, you can see pictures and images added. That's all done right through here. So that's what the SEO metadata looks like, okay? So a lot of people are super confused on this. Again, I have full videos going super in depth on SEO on GoHighLevel. They're actually the best available on YouTube. I'm told it all the time because there's not really anything else like it. So please go check that out on my channel because it'll blow you away. But you put in the exact title, the description you want. Again, use ChatGPT to help you. Keywords, this is keywords you just want the page to be known for. So again, I would put in the niche related keywords, location, author. So this is who basically wrote this page. Social image, this is going to be the image of what it looks like. Again, there's none popping up now, but you can have images that pop up. So you can kind of see it on YouTube does it. It's the video. That's how they do it. So you put that right there. Links and tags. This is just adding any sort of custom meta tags or canonical links. A lot of this is for SEO. Okay. And then what language you want it in. So you can change said language right here. But that's what SEO metadata is. This is what it looks like. And it helps rank your website higher so you can get more leads, more traffic, more sales, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how you do this. And again, if you're confused at all on SEO and you're like, what is the GoHighLevel Wizard talking about? Watch my video on SEO. It'll blow you away. And then have ChatGPT or AI assist you in doing this. Very easy, very straightforward, and it will help your clients rank. And then you have preview custom codes. This is if you have any custom codes built in, you're doing a lot of stuff with CSS and HTML, you can see it right there. Cookie consent. So this is when it's like, do you want our cookies? By the way, cookies are just things that track people across the internet for data purposes. And if you click this right here, it will then pop up and they have to click this. this in order to consent. I agree, because cookies are everything, but that's how you can turn it on or you can turn it off. But that's how you would add the whole cookies thing. And then right in here, you have 2-column mode, which is what it looks like right here, or auto, which is just the thing right here. So you pick exactly what you want. And again, another way you can access pages is right here. Remember, we went over pages. You can just click this home and you'll get a drop down. And we already went over this stuff, mobile mode, desktop mode. You want to make sure those are all edited. And then again, to save all your stuff, it's right there. So that is the entire editor explained. And it is exactly the same for funnels. Again, it's the same thing. So once you understand one, you understand the other. So that's it. You now understand what all of this stuff does. You understand what this is. You understand how to save, make mobilely optimized, all that good stuff. So again, just to be sure, you're going to pull from the left-hand side. This is where all your elements are, okay? You're going to drop on the page. Then you're going to click it and you're going to edit it on the right. That flow is how this entire thing works. So just make sure you understand that, and then you'll be good to go. So now that you understand the website builder and you've finished building your website and everything is done and you're happy and all excited to go, you now need to make your website live. So this is connecting a domain. So once it all looks good, you're just gonna come right up here to connect domain. Okay, you're gonna click this and you're gonna pick the exact domain you want. It'll just drop down, you pick which one you want and you click save. And then this website will now be live. And then when we click this website right here, it will then take us to said website. Okay, this is obviously not the domain I would want for this, but that's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to plug this domain in. Okay, so there's another way to plug this in. We go back to settings and we come right in here and we click this and we can add a different domain there. So this is another way we can do it. Okay, that's how you make your website live. But you may be asking, well, I don't really even know how to connect a domain. I got you. So we're going to go right down to settings. Okay. You're going to scroll all the way down to domains and you're going to click it. Okay. And you have 2 different options. Number one, you can purchase a new domain. If you do not have one, click this button right here. Okay. Type in the exact domain name you want. So we'll do GHL Wizard is amazing.com. We're going to search, okay? And boom, it's available. So we just click buy and you can actually buy the domain through GoHighLevel, which is amazing. And then you have this domain and you can play with it. So how awesome is that? You now have a domain in your hands. So that is a way to buy a domain on the spot. And I recommend you buy it through HighLevel. Don't buy it through another third-party provider. Why? Because you can have everything in-house in HighLevel. It's much better. But if you have a domain through GoDaddy, as you use Squarespace, whatever, you're going to click connect a domain and you're going to have these options. So what I would do is I would just click connect, okay? And you're going to put your domain in. So say I want to do matrimony.com. I'm going to click this right here. I'm going to click continue. And what it's going to do is it's going to find where this domain is located, and it's then going to prompt me to log into said platform and authorize it. See, it knows it's GoDaddy. It will search the internet and know what you have. So if it's Squarespace, whatever you have, WordPress, it'll know where your domain is. Then you just click authorize domain. It's going to take you to your provider. Okay. You're just going to click accept, and then it's going to authorize, and then it will say whether you got it or not. So it's that simple. Again, you just follow the instructions on the screen, click authorize, and then you'll have your domain in here to then play with. So again, you can either buy a domain by clicking this in HighLevel, or connecting a domain right in here, and you now have access to the domain. So that's how you would do all of that in a nutshell. Again, you just add it onto the website like I showed you, and then you are done. So now that your website is completely live and good to go, we now need to go over the almighty chat widgets, okay? Because you can apply a chat widget to a funnel or a website. But what the chat is going to do is it is going to enable you to sell people 24/7. They're goated. They're extremely powerful. So again, if you don't know what a chat widget is, it is this thing right here. You can plug it onto a website on every page and it will talk to people. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set this up. So you're going to come back into sites, okay, back out here, and you're going to go all the way to chat widget, okay? And then you're going to click new. So out of all of these, you still only have these 3 options, but now you can click the all-in-one chat, which is what I recommend you do because it can have all of this and then you can connect it to an AI chatbot. So we're going to click select and boom, we're brought right in here. So the first thing you want to do is put in your chat widget name. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to call this Liz, okay, or whatever name you want. Okay, the first thing right here is it already has everything pre-configured, so you don't got to worry about that. This will be the initial message that is sent, okay? So you could do, hey, you, and it will pop up. So that's how you get that initial message. Okay. Styles. This is the basic styles. So you can, get rid of the chat prompt or leave that. Okay. And you have two options right here. You can pick the chat icon, which is down here, how you want that to look. One of those. You can change the colors of it. Okay. The color scheme, and then the welcome message and enable greetings. Widget customization. This is where you will change out the image. Please, for the love of God, change this out. So many people leave this. This woman is been literally on like 95% of websites, and everyone knows it's fake. So put in an actual person or just anything. People just leave it. Then you can pick where you want the widget to go on the website, and then you can pick your widget dimensions so you can make it smaller or bigger. Then in here, you're gonna have chat window. So this is all the other little features. Okay. So title and intro. So how this basically pops. So if the AI chatbot is going, you should be good. So you don't gotta worry about a lot of this. But it's just basic intro message stuff, and then send buttons if they want to do stuff. So a lot of this you can just leave as is. Okay. Live chat assigned. This is if you want to assign to a user. Again, I want to be showing you how to connect this to a chatbot. So this is much, much better. But a lot of this stuff is like, you can kind of leave it the way it is. But if you want to, you can look at all of these and change it as is. But again, I really think it's good the way it is. Live chat closed. Okay. After a couple of minutes, you can close it. I'd say 5 minutes is fine. If you click enable business office hours, you now have access to all of the hours of this. So it'll be working at those times. So it'll be on and off at, 9 to 5, whatever you want. And you just click which ones you want and put in the exact times you want. It doesn't get any easier than that. We're just going to leave this off because we want 7 additional options. Okay. This is stuff for HIPAA compliance. Down here, this will be powered by, and it'll put in your domain. So whatever domain you put in here, we do Amazon.com. It'll link to that, and we could just do Amazon. Again, I am not sponsored by Amazon. I'm just putting that in there, but you can put whatever you want to make it look like that. And I recommend you do that. A lot of people literally leave that and it'll say like powered by GoHighLevel or something stupid. Put in your business name into this, please. It just looks so unprofessional. Then you got some stuff with HIPAA compliance, legal messages. But again, you're going to want to switch that. And the way you do that is you're going to chat window and you go to the bottom. Okay. Then in messaging, again, this is just basic prompt messaging. A lot of this stuff is going to be done with the AI chatbot. So just leave this the way it is. Same thing with WhatsApp and email. And then you have language to change the language. So I really left this the way it is because it's already really good. You don't have to go crazy with it. Then you're just going to click save. It's very, very simple. It's very, very straightforward. And then you have your live chat all set up. And all they would do is they come in, they pick what they want, and then it basically goes through. So before we set this up, I want to make sure you understand something really clear. SMS is when someone just plugs in their email and phone number and it sends them a message later by a human. Live chat is when they talk to an AI chatbot. In order to do this, we have to set up an AI chatbot. So come back to your Launchpad, come right down to AI agents, go to conversational AI. Again, I have full videos so in depth on this, the most in depth you can find on YouTube. So just use these. Just please watch those because that's how you're going to do this. It's really easy. You create the bot, you go through it. I'm not going to go through that in this video because you should watch that video because it's specifically for this. But I'm assuming you already have a chatbot set up. So we're going to click Chanel. Okay. And all we're going to do is we're going to come right down here. Okay. We're going to click this thing and we're going to do live chat. We're going to do chat widget and live chat. And we're going to click save. And you will now have these set up. And you're going to want to make the bot primer or else it won't work. From there, it will now be connected to said chat widget. So really recommend you do that. It's a plus. It's amazing. So once you have that all set up, you just need to connect to your website. So you can click get for WordPress. This is a way you can actually plug lead connector into WordPress and add this chat widget. How cool is that? Or you can just click get code and put this on any of the bodies of the website. This is how you used to have to do it. You would go like this, copy and go back into your website and copy and paste this on the website to get it. The good news is you don't even have to do that anymore. You can just come in right in here and add it. So we're going to click the website you want or the funnel. Remember, this is exactly the same on both. We're going to click settings and we're literally going to go right on down to chat widget and we're going to pick Liz. Okay, how cool is that? We're going to click save and Liz is now added to your website. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back to pages and we're going to view the home page to see Liz in action. So we come right in here, okay, and boom, it is now in action. How cool is that? So as simple as that, you have now added an AI chatbot. So now what you can do, now that you understand this stuff, is you can come back, okay, you can build funnels and websites really fast with the templates and the process I showed you. Then you can add a chat widget to both of them, power it by AI, so you never miss a sale ever again. Guys, huge. And again, I made this video about all three because they are so interconnected. And once you can understand this, all of your clients will do way better, okay, like way better. And you'll keep them longer, which means you'll get paid longer. And one of the reasons why this is so, so important to have a chat widget on both these is it's an easy intro to give them an AI chatbot. Once they see, oh my gosh, it's answering all my messages, you then can use it to take care of all of their other messaging needs. So that is how you do it in a nutshell. It is that simple. It is that basic. You just follow those steps and you are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, again, hit me up on WhatsApp or Facebook or drop a comment down below. I answer very fast. I really appreciate you watching this. I will be linking a video about forms, surveys, and quizzes at the end of this video. So please watch that. That will help so much in your entire journey. Okay, so please go check that out. It'll pop at the end of the video and it will help you greatly. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.